We begin tonight with in-depth coverage of the Deflategate controversy.
We should know within the next 48 hours whether Tom Brady's suspension will stick.
And that is the word from a New York federal judge after Brady and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell returned to court today and said they could not breach a settlement.
Sports director Yanni Caracas was inside the courtroom for today's hearing. He begins our in-depth coverage from New York City.
Another day in court for Roger Goodell and Tom Brady in this Deflategate controversy. But again, we still don't have a resolution or a settlement, but it is coming soon. Judge Richard Berman saying as soon as tomorrow or the following day. Maybe today was just a formality. The entire discussions and court hearings lasting under an hour. Neither Tom Brady nor Roger Goodell willing to budge on their stance and reach a settlement, despite Judge Berman saying the sides, quote, tried quite hard. And he had no qualms about their dedication or willingness, and so now we wait.
We want to thank the court. We tried our best to reach a settlement, which we did not reach. But I think for us, it reinforces the desire and the need for an independent arbitrator in these matters of personal conduct. But we understand Tom's position, and I think the process will work itself out.
Coming up new at 6, we're going to take you inside the courtroom where I was sitting. What was Tom Brady's demeanor? What did the lawyers have to say? And ultimately, what did Judge Richard Berman have to say? In New York, I'm Yanni Caracas, Eyewitness News.
While Brady waits for the judge's ruling, his teammates remain hard at work on the practice field, getting ready for the regular season opener 1 week from Thursday.
And they do so not knowing who will be behind center on opening night. Our in-depth coverage continues now with Eyewitness Sports reporter Mark Dondero.
Mike Shan, although we do not know at this moment whether or not Tom Brady will start at quarterback for the Patriots on opening night, we do know that barring injury, Rob Gronkowski will start at tight end. Gronk hasn't played this preseason, so he'll be starving for action when the Pats host the Steelers on September 10th, even if it is Jimmy Garoppolo who's throwing him the football.
He's advanced well, and every single time he steps out on that field, he comes prepared, and he comes to become a better player every single time out on the practice field. So he's doing well. He has offense down big time, and it's great just going out there and gaining chemistry with everyone.
Now, you would think Brady, Gronk, and Jimmy Garoppolo are all safe, but the Patriots do have to cut their roster down to 75 players by Tuesday. More on that coming up on Eyewitness News at 6. Mark Dondero, Eyewitness News.
And please stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the Deflategate controversy.
Coming up new at 5:30, the artist behind the now infamous Tom Brady court sketch gets a shot at redemption. Hear why she's calling the whole thing a nightmare and what fans have to say about her sketch of Brady this time around.
And new at 6 tonight, we'll check back in with Yanni for a first-hand account of what the atmosphere was like inside the courtroom during today's hearing.
And
we begin with the latest developments in the Deflategate controversy.
Both Patriots quarterback Tom Brady and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell were back in federal court today, but last-minute settlement talks failed, which means the judge will decide the fate of this appeal as soon as tomorrow.
The courtroom artist whose sketches were widely panned last time also returned and drew this, what most agree is a much better representation of QB12.
And we have in-depth coverage tonight. Eyewitness Sports reporter Mark Dondero has reaction from Gillette Stadium today.
But first, the Pinpoint News Tracker takes us to New York City, where sports director Yanni Caracas is to describe the quarterback's demeanor inside the courtroom today. That's new at 6.
It was wishful thinking all along to think there could be a settlement between the NFLPA and the NFL. Ultimately, Roger Goodell and Tom Brady would not back down, so there will not be a settlement, but we will have a ruling from Judge Richard Berman, he says, as early as tomorrow or the following day. For the third and final time, Tom Brady walked into this New York City federal courthouse Monday. He again appeared serious and poised, but perhaps annoyed, fully knowing another trip to New York yielded no resolution. Brady did bring the muscle today, accompanied by 9 other men, including old friend and current NFLPA executive Jay Feely.
For us, it reinforces the desire and the need for an independent arbitrator in these matters of personal conduct. But we understand Tom's position, and I think the process will work itself out.
Now expect the group on the wrong side of Berman's ruling to appeal his decision in a higher court, making the process even longer. Brady, of course, would need an injunction to play opening night. Coming up in sports, we'll talk about how this affects Tom Brady on the field as Patriots and Steelers is now just 10 days away. Ultimately, will we see number 12 out there to defend the Super Bowl crown on opening night? In New York City, I'm Yanni Caracas, Eyewitness News.